going on YouTube? I am back with another video. In this one we are going to have another PSA virtual reveal. So I just had an order that popped actually last night. So I'm recording this video on Tuesday, September 17th, and it was all I could do to not check the grades. I am very, very anxious to check the grades, but I did want to go ahead and record this live on camera as I did it. So this is a 52 card order. I believe the first like 22 or 23 are mine, and then I did send in some cards for another local customer. I am gonna go ahead and show his as well at the very end. He sent in some really cool cards. I'm just gonna fly through those, and then as you know, I get to some of the bigger or cooler cards, I'll take a little bit longer. But probably gonna go through those fairly quickly. One of his actually did get an upcharge, so I did get an email from PSA saying one card got an upcharge, and I clicked on the email just to see what card it was. Did not want to see the grades, and it was the card that I knew was kind of a toss-up. It could get an upcharge, so that was the card it ended up being, and I think I caught a little bit of a glimpse at some of mine. Mine were the first like 22 or 23, and I did see you know, a decent amount of 9s and 10s at the very beginning. So the first card I sent in is actually probably the biggest one, so I'm hoping that one got a 10. Again, I tried not to look the best I could, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the screen recording on my phone, and we will go ahead and get into this grade reveal. So I don't remember exactly when I sent these in. I think honestly this order didn't really take that long. I want to say maybe a little bit over a month. As you can see here, it does say the estimated completion date is November 18th, so quite a bit before that. Now it is still in the QA check, so it has not shipped out yet. Again, these just popped last night, so I would say another couple days they'll probably ship out. Potentially I might get them, so again, I'm recording this on Tuesday. Maybe I might get them on Friday or Saturday. We'll see. But let's go ahead and start the grade reveal. I really want to see this first one. Again, the first card, probably the biggest card I sent in. There's one other card that's kind of debatable, and I'm really hoping this one got a 10. I thought it looked super clean. This is the Carlos Alcaraz I actually picked up at the National. It is a 1 of 1, and the only reason I really, excuse me, the only reason I really sent this one in, I decided to go ahead and sell this one because I did pick up another Alcaraz 1 of 1 auto that I just like better. So I did decide to go ahead and send this one in for grading and hopefully sell for a decent profit. But let's go ahead and see the reveal on the Alcaraz. Oh man, that one did get a 9. So I really honestly thought that one was gonna get a 10. I thought it looked super clean. You can tell centering's really good on that one. I don't know what I missed. I guess, you know, potentially something on the surface there, not really sure. That's kind of a bummer. I was really hoping that one would get a 10 because, you know, in raw value, those are probably 200 to 250. A 9's not gonna help that at all. It's probably still gonna be 200 to 250. So honestly on that one, probably just lost the grading fee, which I did send these in at like 19 a card. So that one is a little bit unfortunate. Might, you know, try to get like 250 out of that or something. But next up, this one is a Wembanyama. So I actually pulled this one out of a select hanger box. It is the Rookie Revolution, but it is the Tectonic. And as 10s, these do like $170. So hopefully this one can get a 10 as well. This one would be a decent little return. And that one did get a 10. Oh, so that's cool. That's my first time actually doing a reveal on here and seeing that new animation they added. So that's pretty cool. So we got a 10 on the Wembanyama, and there's gonna be like 4 or 5 more Wembies, maybe even like 6 or 7 of mine. Then we got a Cam Whitmore Red Seismic. So I also pulled this one. I believe I got this one out of a break I ran, an Optic. Yeah, so that was a couple of the boxes I picked up at the National for the silver packs. I pulled this one out of one of those boxes. This one is the Red Seismic numbered to 130, and that one also got a 10. Nice. So really nice looking card. Nice color match on the Cam Whitmore. Have no idea the value on that one, but that one's probably a pretty decent one. And this one's interesting. So you know, I was kind of curious earlier in the week. I was looking up what some of these would do as 10s or 9s, you know, depending on what they get. I couldn't find any of this particular card on eBay, like listed or sold. So honestly, this might be a pop one. I'm not 100% sure. So this came out of the National Silver packs. The National Gold pack, Caitlin Clark, just a base Caitlin Clark PSA 10 out of the Gold pack did over $1,000. So this one in a 10, you know, I'm not expecting it to go anywhere near 1,000, but honestly, maybe if this is the first one on eBay, maybe like 400 to 500. So we'll see what this one gets. This one was kind of debatable. I picked this one up from Key Cards, local guy at a show here in Louisville, and he said that he thought it would probably get a 9. But honestly, I thought it looked good. I thought it was definitely worth a shot. And it got a 10, let's go. So I said earlier that Alcaraz might be the biggest card. This one, that's why I said it might be, because this one honestly might be bigger. And as a 10, it really might be bigger. So that's a really, really nice one there. Happy that got a 10. And this one, so another one I picked up at the National, the Absolute by Storm Anthony Richardson Gold. So this is numbered to 10. Thought this one looked good. So let's go ahead and see what this one got. I would guess a 9 or 10 on this one. Oh no. So we got our first PSA 8. Oh no, I don't know what I missed on that. I mean, for a card with like really dark borders all the way around, I didn't see any white. I mean, on the front or back, I don't know what I missed on that. I guess surface again, maybe? Oh, that's a bummer, because that's a 10. That could have been a really, really nice one. So we got an 8 on the Anthony Richardson. Court Kings, First Step, Scoot. So this one, I think the next two are pretty low end. Couple Court Kings cards. And these, honestly, to be worth it, these are really, really going to have to get 10s. Scoot Henderson, First Steps, PSA 8. So honestly, that one was a waste of time and money. Not gonna make anything on that one. And then we have, this one's just a base, Brandon Miller. I think level 2 or 3, or level 1, I think, actually, rookies 1. So this one, again, is another one. Gotta get a 10 here to make it worth it. And, oh, wow. We got another 8. And typically Court Kings cards grade pretty well, so that's very surprising. I think the next two are going to be Wimby Optic base cards. And these have come down. Okay, there we go. We got a 10 there. These have come down a good amount. I think when I sent these in as 10s, they were doing like 100 plus. I think now they're doing like 60, maybe 65. So we got 2 of those. We went 1 for 1, and we went 2 for 2. Okay, so we'll take 2 Wimby 10s. Again, like 60 bucks a piece there. Now this is the one, so this one is another Court Kings card out of the same box as the other two, so I'm a little worried. But if I'm gonna get a 10, I would hope it would be this one. This one is a Scoot Henderson, I believe numbered to 49. I think it's numbered on the back there. I think it's the 49. Okay, nice. So that one did get a 10, and again, if I'm gonna get one out of that box to get a 10, it's definitely gonna be that one. So happy with that. And then we got a Jordan Travis. Honestly, I just kind of sent this in, you know, to see, you know, I don't know if he's gonna play it all this year or anything. Probably not, you know, unless Rogers gets hurt or something, but I just sent this in to have it. And, ooh, PSA 7. Okay, Jordan. So that one, again, not gonna be worth it at all. Just kind of sent that one in to have it in case he did anything. Ellie De La Cruz, Topps Chrome Pink Refractor. Let's see what we got here. So that one got a 9. I think at a 9, we're probably looking pretty close to raw value. I want to say about 40 or 50. As a 10, that's probably 100 plus. So really needed a 10 on that one. And then Anthony Richardson Optic Hollow. So the Ellie and the Anthony Richardson, and then a Brock Purdy you guys are gonna see here in a minute, I got from my guy Sam at a local show here in Louisville. Again, same as that Caitlin Clark earlier. So hopefully, typically, you know, Sam doesn't grade. He doesn't really look at cards for grading. So typically, stuff I've bought from him in the past has actually done well. So there we go, that's nice. So these S10s are still doing about 140, 150, so we'll definitely take that. And then we have another Anthony Richardson. This one's gonna be the My House. Yeah, that one got a 9, so super, excuse me, super cool looking card. Unfortunately, that one did get a 9. Was hoping for a 10 there. And this is that Brock Purdy I mentioned earlier, the optic rocket emoji. So hopefully we can get 2 for 3 on our cards from Sam. Okay, we got a 9 on the rocket emoji. Again, that's probably gonna be pretty similar to the Ellie. It's gonna go pretty close to raw price there. So we got, the next card up is a Paige Becker's Bowman Chrome Refractor. Another card purchased at that same show. These S10s do like $100, so this one is definitely gonna be one I'm gonna hold on to until the college basketball season starts. I think her and Juju are pretty much gonna be the top 2 players in women's college basketball. So I'm hoping for a 10 here. Nice, okay, so we got a 10 on the Beckers. Gonna hold on to that one for sure. And then the next 2 I got out of the Optic Premium box sets I just kind of had sitting around here. Needed some more cards to send to PSA, so we sent in the Maxi and I believe Halliburton, if I'm remembering correctly. And okay, nice, we got a 10 on the Maxi, so I would guess the Halliburton will also get a 10. These came out of the same box, should be in pretty similar condition. Okay, never mind. So Halliburton got a 9 there, so that's honestly probably worth like 10 or 15 bucks. I would get the Maxis maybe 50. So the next 3 or 4 I believe are gonna be Wemby's out of Optic. So we got Victor Wembanyama Splash. This is just a base card and it did get a 10, so it's probably like 30 or 40 bucks, nothing crazy there. Next up, Anthony Edwards My House Hollow. Again, I'm a big fan of this year's My House. Same as the Anthony Richardson earlier. Hopefully this one can get a 10. So that, I really, really like that picture there of Anthony Edwards. I was hoping that one could get a 10. Probably would have kept that one, but we got a 9. And then we have a Wembanyama White Hot Rookies. So we did get a 10 there. Again, kind of similar to the Splash, probably 30, 40 bucks. We do have a Brandon Miller Splash Hollow. So I wish the Wemby's were hollows, but we got Brandon Miller Hollow. And that one got a 10. We have a Wemby Express Lane, I believe. Yeah, so that's a purple. So that one is gonna be a little bit more valuable if it, okay, nice. That one got a 10. And then my personal last card before we get into the local submission is a Zay Flowers die cut. Hit this one in a break. It is a die cut, which are always pretty tough, but I thought it looked pretty clean. And I was wrong. Okay, so the Zay Flowers got an 8, and that is gonna do it for the cards that I sent in. I believe there were like 22 or 23. All right, guys, so I do want to go ahead and end the video here. I actually went ahead and screen recorded the rest of the submission, and that actually made the video very, very long. It was like 25 minutes. So rather than do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and send that local customer his grades privately, so this video is not super long. I will go ahead and pop up his one card on screen that did get an upcharge. I know I mentioned that earlier. That was a Will Levis Downtown, so that one did get a small upcharge. And I do also want to mention before I wrap this up that my estimated value, if every single card that I sent in personally got a PSA 10, the estimated value was over $2,000. I know I talked a lot about values in this video, so I wanted to go ahead and share that my estimated value currently, you know, with all the cards being graded as is about $1,400. So obviously I wasn't expecting to get, you know, straight PSA 10s, but I was hoping we could do a little bit better. There were a few in particular that kind of hurt. The Anthony Richardson Gold Absolute getting an 8 kind of hurt. Some of the other smaller ones that got like 7s and 8s, those are pretty much worthless now, so that kind of hurt as well. And a couple others, but yeah, I just wanted to mention If all of them were to get PSAs, at the time I sent them in, my estimated value was over $2,000. With the grades as is, it's about $1,400, give or take. A lot of it's, also going to depend on how that Caitlin Clark does as well. So I just wanted to mention that. And then I do also have a PSA preview submission coming very soon. Got about 25 cards ready to send out. Just waiting on a couple more packages to come in and look those over. But I will be sure to show you guys those cards before I send them out to PSA. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up now. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon.